The mercenary on watch noticed something strange. The life buoys hanging on the ship suddenly snapped in half. Before he could react, he felt a sharp pain, and in the next second, his body was torn to pieces by an unknown force. As the cargo ship was about to lose control, he struggled to run, but to his dismay, as the ship slowly sailed by, a silent massacre continued. At this point, the captain finally noticed that something was wrong. However, when he looked outside the cabin, he was horrified to find that the crew on the deck had all been killed. He was stunned by the sight before him. It turned out that the people on this ship were all Earth rebels in collusion with an alien civilization. To obtain the hard drive information intact, experts tried various methods, but none were feasible. For example, ball lightning and nerve gas could only be effective in a small range, and other crew members still had time to destroy the hard drives. As for neutron bomb bombardment, although it could instantly knock out the entire ship's personnel, it would also damage the hard drives. Just as the military experts were at a loss, Wen Hao proposed the idea of using flying blades to cut the ship's hull. Flying blades are made of nanomaterials and can cut through iron like mud. This plan was unanimously approved by all experts. The only problem was that the number of flying blades was very limited. After calculation by Professor Wang Miao, the spacing of the flying blades could only be set at 50 centimeters. In that case, they had to take action during the day because at night, people would lie down to sleep. Only during the day, whether people were walking or squatting, their height would be greater than 50 centimeters. Because this large weapon resembled the Chinese instrument Guzheng, the operation was named the Guzheng Plan. Soon, the day to confront the enemy arrived. The engineering team had already installed huge pillars on both sides of the canal and installed parallel flying blades on the pillars. To avoid harming other ships, the flying blades were submerged underwater before the arrival of the Judgment Day ship, and Professor Wang Miao sat in front of the monitoring equipment, nervously waiting for the target to appear. When the last small boat passed, the seemingly empty water surface had already set up a Guzheng of death, quietly waiting for the slowly approaching enemy troops. It was a behemoth transformed from an old cruise ship, looking particularly conspicuous sailing in the narrow canal. The driver at a high position was carefully observing the movement of the water surface, but whether from radar or the naked eye, the water ahead was a smooth path. So the driver ate chewing gum with peace of mind, unaware that the Grim Reaper was beckoning to them ahead. 2 minutes later, the ship officially entered the red zone of death.